I have come back with the milk. Honkai Star Rail is a video game about making friends and using them to put AI-generated enemies onto the casting couch. And while a lot of players were super pleased with how Amphorius went, personally, I wasn't the biggest fan. Because as new characters released, the cast got bigger and bigger until there wasn't any more room for most of them. So I ended up calling it quits for a bit because I really didn't like the direction the game was going. But since its release, Star Rail has always had a special place in my heart. So when 4.0 came around, I decided to give it another shot. And what I found was shocking. Trailblazer cosmetics, free characters, old character buffs, relic quality of life changes, a skip button, an auto clear ticket for farming, more farming quality of life, and an entirely new zone that brings whimsy back into the equation. And in fact, I was so shocked that I made a decision. I was going to start a brand new Honkai Star Rail account, one where I could relive all of my past Star Rail experiences, except this time with 3 years of game improvements. I was going to see what it's like to be a new Honkai Star Rail player in 2026. I haven't seen this in so long. And what was the cosmos like before this cutscene? You ever wonder about that? I can't believe Kafka can do that with just air.
Seems I came at a bad time.
Never a bad time for you, Kafka. So, first things first, of course we had to experience the intro again. And I really don't think we gave Star Rail enough credit for how good the beginning of the game is.
Leo didn't put it in the script.
Holy.
Why would it matter?
You start off in the chaos from what we perceive to be the POV of the villains, and throughout the whole thing, I never got bored. Yeah, I can't lie, the nostalgia's hitting a little bit different. I remember when this game had multiple betas. I played every single one, so stoked for this. The dialogue pacing, the stakes. Dang, level 1 Silverwolf can do all that? And even the tutorials were handled very well. Holy man. The music's just going insane here too. Wonder if Silverwolf has any 6-7 references in here. This intro sequence is actually really interesting. Like there's so much more action and so much more movement, changes in the environment. The combat feels relatively engaging and they keep you doing it throughout the entire thing. I don't think we appreciate how good the intro to this game is, actually. Like starting off as the quote unquote villains, like that's cool, man.
Time to get up.
It should have been me, chat.
You will also have many wonderful experiences.
The last wonderful experiences I had involved a man fighting until he burned up in flames trying to scratch an Aeon. So yeah, I don't know about that, man.
Wait,
holy. We're so back, chat. I can't believe we kissed Don Hung first thing in this game. Oh, dude, Destruction MC with the baseball bat. The animation creep is so crazy. But anyways, if you've already played Star Rail, then none of this is new to you. Let's actually talk about what I'm doing and why. So for this account, I was already planning on remaining free to play, and since the Fate characters are still available, I really want to have Saber and Archer be my main DPS characters. Technically, this isn't the most optimal thing since Star Rail often features curated content that requires whatever the newest or most meta unit is, but with that in mind, I've set some ground rules. I will say, I don't imagine myself listening to every single dialogue in the entire game. They did add a skip button, and I am gonna take advantage of that for probably most of Amphorius. 1, I must remain free to play. I'm gonna exclude cosmetics because I'm a slut for new outfits, but if I do get something cosmetic, the remaining Oniric shards will never be converted to Stellar Jades or in-game material items. 2, I'm going to be using both a Saber team and an Archer team to attempt to clear Memory of Chaos. I want this account to be Fate focused. This is what I think is in line with newer players, since most people are casual and will pull for the characters that they like. Not saying everyone's a fan of the Fate characters, but I do think that people do a little bit of whimsy pulling. Oh, and also we are going to allow this account to pull on the signature light cones of these characters. And of course, if I have extra pulls to spend, I may pull for copies of them. However, I'm not sure if I'm gonna pull for copies of them just yet. This may be a thing that I save up a ton of pulls for, and then if I can like guarantee an E6, maybe I'll pull for it then, but we'll see. That's not the smart thing to do, but it is the funny thing to do, and you know, we're all about having a good time here. 3. Even though this account is Fate only, I am allowed to pull on other characters that will be good with the Fate characters. For example, Sunday for Saber or Cypher for Archer. I will, however, be trying to focus on their up-to-date best-in-slot teams. Guys, I have early access to the new Silverwolf. She looks exactly the same. Or, if and when I clear Memory of Chaos, I want to be able to start working on Anomaly Arbitration. The issue with this is that there are only currently 2 Fate characters and there are 3 stages. Once my Fate teams are fully constructed, 4 characters fully built, then and only then am I allowed to pull on another dedicated DPS character. But I want to wait and see if there's any hint of a Fate continuation first, just in case we get some more Fate characters. And 5, standard banner pulls are allowed so that I can fill out my roster with better supports for situational game modes. I'm gonna keep Clara on here because then we have an Ilya pull. I'm also allowed to use Clara on this account. In Pure Fiction, I will allow myself to use characters like Herta and Himiko, but I'm not going to intentionally pull for any new units unless they are specifically useful on the Fate characters teams, as stated in Rule 3. So with all that in mind, I started progressing the account and I played through the beginning section up to when I started getting some freebies. We get the free Dan Heng? Bro, I thought free Dan Heng, I didn't think that was permanent. Is that permanent? Until the end of 4.0? The amount of free stuff you get now is absolutely absurd. And to be honest, one of the reasons I wanted to start this account before the end of 4.0 was because if I was going to do Fate characters, I would want to take advantage of the free 5-star pick you get. And we get to claim a free 5-star. I could get a 3rd Dan Heng, guys. Actually, the amount of characters and just 5 stars in general you're getting right now in 4.0 as of when I'm recording this is crazy. And these characters aren't bad, not you. You can pick Jingyuan, who had a ton of indirect buffs via his relic sets and his support characters, Kafka, who got directly buffed, Dan Heng in Baibitter Lune, who, I'll be honest, still kind of needs buffs, but at least one of his partners, Sparkle, also got buffed, and she's also available on this, Acheron, who is a crowd favorite, Aventurine, who is an absolutely insane preservation character, or my wife Xingliu. On top of that, you also get one of these gold skull thingies that let you pick one of these standard 5-star characters, or Topaz or Ruan Mei. Or even better, you can just wait until they add a character that you need into the shop. Oh my gosh, I forgot we could redeem here. I completely forgot about this. Dude, there's so many free 5 stars you can get right now. Speaking of Ruan Mei though, we are also getting a free Ruan Mei skin. Hey, I'll take the free outfit, I guess. I'm never gonna get this character probably, but you know, we'll take it. And of course you have all of the normal starter bonuses like your beginner banner and all of the pulls that you get at the start of the game. Gift of Arcadia, we might as well get our free 10 pull. Lastly, in 4.0, you also get access to the Preservation Dan Heng, who is just absolutely crazy. I'm so happy we started this account right now. We have this account just in time. Between all of these different 5-star selections, I opted to save my Gold Companion Spirit, which is what the Gold Skull is called, I just remembered. And for the free selector, I ended up picking someone who I knew was going to be absolutely crazy with Archer. We have to take Sparkle, because that's gonna be our best in slot Archer partner, and that's gonna be our bread and butter. And more importantly, Sparkle is our Rin at home. Holy feet, Sniffa. My goal for this first chunk of the game was to beat Cocolia and try to collect as many pulls as I could to get Archer as fast as possible. Oh my god, a chest. I haven't seen one of these bad boys in ages. I know they exist, but like I just haven't seen them in so long. Okay, so already, starting an account in 2026, we have 5 characters on the roster instead of 4 by the time we reach the warp button. So we've already gotten +1. Granted, he goes away after 4.0. Guys, the skip button, absolutely goated. One of the greatest additions they've made to this game. Not necessarily because I think every player needs to skip, but because for me, starting a new account, I do not want to sit through all the dialogue. Some of it I will though, because I really do love the opening sequence in like Belobog and stuff. All right, time for our very first 10 pull on the Fate account. Let's see what 4 stars we get. I think what we're looking for is any sort of light cones that can fit on Archer or Sparkle in the meantime. Good Harmony light cones. I think Abundance light cones like Natasha's could be really good. A Dance 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 would also be awesome. All right, time to reroll, guys. Holy dude, actually bricked. Plus Asta Energy. There's also some other events too, hold on. Oh, did we get another 10 pull out of this? Wow, thank you, Yaguag. I totally forgot about this. Let's try that again, guys. Let's give it another shot. All right. What 4 stars are we cooking? I'm not even upset. I'm not even upset. Totally relaxed, low cortisol gaming. Oh, you know, I also hadn't checked my mail either. Ooh, free serve all. Someone to save us, someone to save us, someone to save us. Another Asta incoming. No, 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 don't say that, don't say that, don't say, like, that is not real. Asta is not real. Yeah, baby! Actually, Pela is so good for this account. We love Pela. Even still, to this day, Pela is still strong. That's just for doing a certain amount of pulls, right? Secret Vow, that's really good, actually. That could be super good for Saber, even. You know, at least in the 40 pulls we did get Pela. Is that the famous galactic baseballer? I think they should just start calling her that in ads. Start Honkai Star Rail today to get 5 copies of galactic baseballer. I was trying to figure out what the fuck I just said before. Galactic baseballer. Yeah, I just couldn't keep my mind off those galactic balls. Yeah, we're gonna have a lot of jades to get here. Just passively, both through events, the ones that are permanently in the game, but also we're gonna have a ton to get just by doing the story and the chests and stuff. It is kind of incredible that the Fate collab is still even going. It's so I can make silly accounts like these. They left it in the game for me, chat. Do you think it's fair if I pull up to Doomsday Beast with a Sparkle and Dan Hung? The preservation one. Use Archer too. Yeah, if I had him. Yeah, this seems fair. Isn't Archer free? No, Archer stopped being free.
Wait, March!
Gulp. Holy 3-digit HP. The fact that that covers half our HP and he's level 1 is so funny. Guys, I think we're gonna be fine. Yeah, this is an alternate reality timeline where if Dan Hung decided to step up his game when he saw the Doomsday Beast and he became an enhanced version of himself really early on in the story. Dude, he does 0 damage. Oh no, look at all those lasers, oh no. Dude, my shields didn't even move. New players surely confused why there's 2 Dan Hung. They probably just think it's like a gacha game thing. Who would win, Doomsday Beast or 1 dragon? All right, this is what a buffed Sparkle can do to the Doomsday Beast.
What happened? Who is that?
Cinema. That's my grandpa right there. Holy. I cannot wait for his buffs, man. I've been wanting to play that guy at E6 on my main account for so long. Yeah, interesting that Nanook gazed on us since the very beginning. Yeah, it's really interesting because the beginning of the story is almost like Phaidon's story, but then like you get to Phaidon's story, it's like all self-contained. But like just that instance right there, it's like, oh, okay, we've been gazed upon by an Aeon. Oh, okay, so now we have all of like the regular bonus events. So basically we have the Trailblazing Will, which is gonna give us 40 standard pulls. This is how we get a bunch of free 4-star stuff. So we're gonna get Herta, we're gonna get Natasha, the Seriousness of Breakfast, Erudition Lycone, Quid Pro Quo, Trailblaze Timer. What does it actually do? I have no idea what this is. Is this just like a memento, like you just put in your room? Increases technique points to 5. Is that the item that did that? I know we didn't have a lot of technique points, but I didn't realize. I didn't realize it was an item that did that. That or I just didn't remember. I don't know.
Hey, is this one the same kind as that March 7? If that were true, can I bring her in for some research?
Oh, you know what's interesting is that she's doing, she's looking into like erudition stuff and the whole crisis that's happening in Amphorius. And if she's like March, can I bring her in for some research? And the whole thing with like March and Amphorius was like the whole like Evernight dealio and how she like got frozen when they went near it. So I wonder if this is actually a reference to that or if they just put this in here because haha, heard of research. Either way, this could be a really cool reference to the Amphorius thing that comes up later. Oh, this is the simulated universe bit, right? The first closed beta. I remember when SU first came out and everyone was having so much fun with it. Oh, we got the auto battle. Everyone was having such a good time with SU and then everyone got the characters fully built and then they beat SU and they're like, guys, this is too easy. So they started like trying to solo SU with certain characters and they're like, okay, what if we make a new SU that's even harder? And then people started soloing that. And then eventually they're like, all right, fuck it. We're just gonna make an ever-changing divergent universe and it's actually gonna be useful for something. Yeah, then Swarm Disaster came out and it was like miserable if you didn't have the right characters.
Life is sanctuary.
is butter vision. Herda? Oh, it's Fuli. No, but this makes sense because it's the remembrance, right? And she was looking into the Amphoria stuff. So clearly they did have something planned to this degree. Like clearly they had something planned out for the story relating to this because Fuli's the one who shows up. And there's a golden scar on your body and golden blood flowing on the dying planet. Yeah, no, 100%. I think that reference where they were like, oh, should we study Trailblazer 2? I think that was 100% a reference to Amphoria is happening in the future. Yeah, I love fun games. Oh, +1 Herda. +1, chat, +1. Oh, and we get a 10 pull. Let's see what we get. Cinema. Okay, Landau's Choice. Honestly, not bad. It doesn't have a super high defense stat, if I'm remembering correctly. It could be good for Daniel, because Daniel's attack scaling, right? Okay, Genius's Repose, too? That's pretty good. We got a double 4-star light code. All right, we can get 3 of these. We can get a bunch of these. And now we can do another 10. Oh my god, we got one early. Who is it gonna be? If it's Welt, I'm gonna be ecstatic. If it's Bronya, I'm gonna be ecstatic. But to be honest, all of them would be good. Ooh. Okay, sure. Hey, we got both siblings in one. That's crazy. Yeah, thank goodness I have Landau's Choice. Just what I needed. What day is this account made? March 18th? This account was made on March 18th. So that's what we're putting it. By the way, if there's any America players that want to add me here so I can use their supports when we get to the other support game modes, please feel free to add me here. Specifically, if you have E6 characters of any kind. Today's March 19th. Yeah, if you live in the incorrect time zone, anyone want to use my level 5 still?
So, have you thought things through?
I still have something to talk to you about, Hibiko.
Go ahead, speak your mind.
How come you're here if you died in chapter 9? All right, we're gonna take the journey. Hello, Pom Pom. The intro sequence for this game is just so good. Oh, I forget we could talk to Welt about his past here, right? You know, it's interesting because Welt doesn't really have like well, we don't know how long Welt's been here, but he doesn't have like a super crazy past and like ties to the Astral Express and like this universe. So it makes me wonder like if we are gonna get a backstory planet for him to see like kind of what happened from post Honkai Odyssey to here, if that's what happened. I don't know if it was related to Apo or not. And I also kind of wonder like if they're gonna ever show how powerful he is in this game because he lost most of his power after leaving HI3. He got like giga nerfed, but I also wonder how strong he has managed to become in this universe. I guess Earth could be a future planet, though I think it would have to be like apocalyptic. Hey man.
Can I help you?
Nice looking room for a train that moves really fast. Oh yeah, and then this is where you get to see all this stuff, all the information. Okay, now I can add friends, very cool. Click on the friends screen. Yo, look at all these gamers with the insane maxed out accounts. What is this border around your guys's profiles? Free to play border? Oh, you get it for being free to play. Okay, that makes sense, that makes sense. Oh my God, look, more free to play players. I see. There are whales among us. Oh, she's hot, man. I hope she reruns. I need to pull her on my main account, dude. Why is she so thick, too? What the fuck? It's kind of insane. Does she have a custom model? I feel like it's the biggest boobs on any character I've ever seen. The biggest booba so far. That's what I'm saying, bro. I know my HSR booba, and those ones are easily the biggest. Okay, so we want to complete this thing. So we might as well go do this so we can get some XP and open 10 treasures. And then the other one is doing the other simulated universe closed beta. I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna find a chest real quick. Dude, I can't believe it is 2026 and we still cannot jump in this video game. Yeah, remember when Remembrance was about freezing? I guess it kind of makes sense in the context of March, but like, remember when it was about freezing and not summoning? You know, maybe it manifested in Sim Universe as freezing because that was Herda's interpretation of what the Remembrance was rather than like maybe the lore implication is that you find out that it's about summons later. And so the Sim Uni gets adjusted to fit that. And then you get like the better representation of Fuli or something. I don't know, just a theory. A game theory. Brax becoming a lore YouTuber. Well, when you play the same game like 17 times, you start to pick up on things that you skipped through the first 16 times. And they really had planned out like all the way through fucking 4.0 at the start of this game, I feel like. I guess what's next in the Sim universe? That'll be 5.0. What a shame, I was just getting addicted. You better beg me to come next time. If I have to, I will. Wait, Herda's gonna beg me to come. Okay, so we got this one done. +1 Star Rail Pass. Let's go open 10 treasures. There's probably a treasure chest in here, right guys? For sure there's a treasure and my GPU is having an aneurysm. Okay, there we go. Extra XP, we're moved on to the next one. Resonate Trailblazer's Eidolon, clear Calyx 1 time. So we have to get there, and in order to get there, I think we have to go back to the Express and do the jump to Eurilo 6. So let's get back there and do that.
The universe.
It's singing to me! Hearing Estelle's new voice is so interesting. I'm pretty sure that's a new Stell voice. Rescued from the ice. I wonder if there's any mention.
I forgot to tell you. Before all this, I was stuck in a huge block of ice drifting through space.
Interesting.
I don't remember a thing. Who I am, where I'm from.
Oh, she doesn't remember, and it's the remembrance. Oh, it makes so much sense. I had not considered.
All passengers, please return to your seats. The train is about to make the jump. Hold on, everyone.
I won't fall over. I won't fall over. I won't fall over.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Huh. This is the most peak part of Honkai Star Rail. Here we go into the Frostlands. Oh, and now we have the Calyxes. It's right there. Now we can finally spend stamina. What is this, Mr. Yag? I think it's funny. We could just ask Mr. Yag anything. We're like, what is this? Mr. Yang, what is this? All right, 300 stamina, let's go. I can do 24 attempts of this. Will give me a lot of Trailblaze XP. But I'm actually gonna, you know what? I'm just gonna do 2 runs. And I'm gonna use a support. I'm gonna replace my March 7th with Evernight. Nah, this is crazy. What happened to March 7th? Okay, so we spent some stamina. Cool, clear Calyx 1 time. Character traces, we are gonna need to get to, we just need to unlock these. Wait, can I enter all of these? No way, right? Wait, they actually let me go into all of them? Wait, I didn't know they just unlocked everything. That's awesome. Yeah, insane quality of life, by the way.
Open sesame. Expand your thinking.
Holy lore accurate Herda.
Nothing but a boy.
All right, so you got 11 of these, easy. I think it's, what is it, level 15 for the next one? Yeah, level 15 for our next temple. You know, it really begs the question what Sampo's doing here. Like, all of his involvement in the story makes me think that, like, okay, him meeting us here had to have been planned. His voice is so hateable. I love it. The voice actor did a great job making me hate this man. All right, lock in. Me when I beat up the police. Oh, she's cooking him. Oh, never mind. He's aura farming, holy. Me when I'm getting walked to jail. Dude, I'm just trying to see if there's like any lore things that like we would understand differently now. There was a lot of that at the beginning of the game, but I don't know about here. Oh, we get the legendary trash can dialogue again. A trash can, not remarkable in any way. You've been staring at it for a while, but it's just an ordinary trash can. You try to hold back the urge to open it. As you continue staring at the trash cans, they seem to turn before your very eyes. The edges are no longer rusty and the dents are smoothed over. For a moment, the trash cans turn into treasure chests. And it's happening again. There's no turning back once you've walked down this path. Yeah, I love the stupid ass like side dialogues. This game's story experience, like especially the 1.0 experience, really does not feel like a mobile gacha game. Like it really doesn't. I would argue that like Amphorius made this game feel more like a mobile gacha game than like any other patch, just because of how much like dialogue and sitting and talking and like lore dumping there was. But like here I feel like the pacing is much better. Granted, I'm skipping everything, but remembering back and thinking back, it is much better paced in 1.0. Well, we've been arrested. Psych! You thought! Dude, watching these cutscenes again.
Have an ice day.
Good one. That reminds me, can we just talk about how much hotter the characters are when they have these leggings on, dude? I don't know what it is, but I see that and it's like neuron activation. When's a new Genshin account? Maybe when they add a skip button. Well,
Even had time to set up
it's
an
been
ambush.
real.
You dare underestimate me?
Time to escape again. I will say it is so weird bringing characters that are definitely not from this part of the story to this part of the story. Like, why am I going through Belobog with Amphorius, Don Hung, and Sparkle? Can you imagine pulling Fight On and being here? Yeah, that's gotta be insane. Are we supposed to lose this fight? I actually don't remember. I remember this being way harder before. I should probably just take these characters out of my team for the true story experience. I feel like I'm kind of blasting through everything. Oh, we should break her again.
This girl's pretty strong. Hey, Don Hung. Maybe now's a good time.
I don't know. We did just win.
You're no fun.
The secret strength alluding to him having another form.
Intruder.
All right, Sambo, you get a pass for this one. Yeah, Natasha got like power crept super hard by the Dahlia, dude. Like, look at Natasha, right? Like, insane. People were going crazy over Natasha, right? But now, look at the Dahlia. Bro, this is insane power creep. I genuinely don't know how anyone could be okay with this. All right, hello, Natasha. Would you like to join my party?
March 7th and Dan Hung.
What is happening in that quarter? I love NVIDIA driver updates. They always work so well. Trailblaze level 12. I wonder if we can get to 15 today. Making good progress here. All right, wait, guys. It looks like we have another 10. Another 10 pull for Archer, my goat. We will be getting Saber too, but Archer, we have Sparkle for him already, so. Okay. Just a 4-star, but who's it gonna be? I really want to get like a Tingyun, Resolution Shines as Pearls of Sweat, Dance Dance Dance. Gallagher would be cool. Don't know where I'll need him, but Concert for 2. Well, that wasn't the best thing ever, but you know what? We'll take it.
All right, princess. Let's get the pleasantries.
Woo, she cutting bullets.
You dare attack someone on our turf?
Holy.
How about a few rounds of me?
Darn it!
Damn, she's really cool, guys. I really want to pull her. Should I pull her? I'm gonna spend all my Stellar Jades on this character. All right. We can't continue until Trailblaze 13, but what we did unlock, and this is one of the best things for us to unlock, we have unlocked our dailies, which are gonna give us a ton of experience every day, and it's gonna give us an incentive to spend our stamina. So this is actually huge. So what we can do is we can actually go to farm like light cone materials or something. Oh my God, a battle pass. Wow, that looks so cool. We're gonna claim this. We're gonna go do a golden calyx. We're gonna do this. We'll spend all of our stamina here. Who would be good to bring for my farm? Mayhaps the Herda. I gotta say, being a streamer has quite a few benefits, like having a bunch of friends with E6 S5 characters immediately on your friends list. All right, there we go. Holy, well, at least I can do these. So activate a level up character trace 4 times. Maybe I can do that now. Oh, I know Daniel, I can actually do that. Character Ascension 1 has to happen here, but we'll just grab all these. Grab some XP, purchase 1 item in the world shop with Hertarium. We must go shop and get the Hertarium. What have you got for sale in here? Ooh. Okay, honestly, this stuff is all good. I could get one of these, the purple relics, like extra early. That seems very good. I'm gonna buy 1 item and have that be it. And the last thing I need to do is get more treasures, which I can do by going back to Eurilo 6 and just finding 3 more chests. So, Orgle. And he walks out of the lawn. All right, and I think that's the last one. Boom, an extra 100, and then maybe I can get at least 1 other challenge here. Maybe not. Okay, so the best way to progress this is to just do the main story, in which case I'm not that far off. Let's go lock in and do this story. This will be the last thing we do.
Hey, you came.
Dude, Zila's so sick. Yeah, I usually do pretty fast. Oh, that's it. Wow, very cool. Guys, plus 12% attack. Huge, massive, insane improvements. Now that we have relics, it's actually a really big deal because once we hit Trailblaze level 20, we can get the purple ones and then, like, I don't know, it's just gonna be a massive improvement. Oh, peak. Holy shit, it's Garnt and Joey. We couldn't just climb over those boxes. Like that wasn't a possibility. Ow.
The truth of life.
Wait, bro takes 0 damage. Oh. Well, goodbye, March. It's been nice knowing you.
Tough luck running into
Holy shit. Bro, chill.
Try that again.
Yeah, this guy's chonky. I feel like I'm using everything. Actually, I'm not using everything. I have way better characters than this, but oh my god, it's Ilya. She's also playable on the Fate account. Saber one side, Clara the other side of Pure Fiction. Did I love her design? People got so mad at her design. I remember early on in HSR, like all of the stuff I saw on social media was like, oh my god, her design is such a mess. I love it. I think it's great. I think it's fitting to how, like, I guess messy her internal conflicts are. There we go, Trailblaze level 15. All right, that was the big goal. There's a lot of things we can do now, including character ascension, which is a pretty freaking big deal. Character ascension is going to allow us to reach the next tier of character power, but also it's going to allow us to get free XP from this book. And more importantly than that, we actually do get another free 10 pull on the standard banner. Let's get in there. This is our last one on the discount banner. We already got Japard, but maybe, nope. Oh, we got Arlen. Okay. Never gonna use that guy. We got an Abundance Light Cone. This one I probably also won't use, to be honest. I mean, I'll use it if I have nothing else, but probably gonna replace that at some point. It's the small victories that count. Also, we get free standard pulls from ascending characters, so that's pretty big deal as well. We really need to get like a solid DPS. Right now, I think that's what we're lacking, but it's something that'll come later, especially, you know, when we get the upgraded Hunt March, and then eventually we'll end up pulling Archer, but it's gonna take a minute. We have a lot of the game to play through. Oh, and for all of you guys watching over on YouTube, if you guys do want to track the progress of this account, make sure to go follow twitch.tv/Brax. That's where all this is happening. So is this a new game, Mr. Streamer? This is Honkai Star Rail. This is honk shit Starbucks.
I lost her. My wish. Your so-called.
Cocolia is crashing out.
What is the point of it all?
It's over. Chills. Get it, because we're on Eurelo 6. Look at this, 4 main characters, not an NPC in sight.
Look somewhere else then. Easy, Zila. Maybe they can help.
I love her attitude, dude. She's so mean. They're fighting like a married couple already. It's incredible. You really can't just skip everything in this game, huh? It's a chess speed run. Oh my gosh. Oh. Oh, we could probably beat this. We have some of their weaknesses. We got Asta. We're hitting with our skill and then our ultimate. That did nothing. That's fine. We'll just Asta bounce. Oh, that's actually not very good. Yikes. All right. Well, that's not looking very good at all, actually. It looks like we might be cooked. Haven't seen this screen in a while. I don't know, sometimes it's fun to lose every once in a while, you know what I mean? Sometimes it's fun to just, you know, not win. We're probably gonna need Palo later, so let's go and level her up as well. I don't think we have any good light cones for her though. We'll use this for now, but I don't think it's gonna be very helpful. I'm back and I brought my friends. All right, this one we can't lose. Yeah, we just can't lose. We have the 5 extra SP. We have infinite shield. I think it's actually unlosable now. Oh yeah. Yeah, that it's already so much easier. This guy has a ton of HP, but because there's no like enrage or anything, we can just auto this entire thing and we're just never gonna run out of SP. We're never gonna run out of HP. We're never gonna run out of shield. It really goes to show how powerful some of the newer units are, because this Dan Heng is just absolutely crazy. Slowly but surely, we're gonna get this chest for the for the Jades. I should kill him. There it is. Yeah, that was just like fully automatic. Like I didn't even have to do anything there.
Great.
Really goes to show the difference. For the record, like you can totally beat it with this team. My March is level 5. That's probably why we're dying so quick. But the game definitely had a lot more challenge at the start, just because we weren't fully built and everything. So you actually had to protect yourself with shields and all that. Dude, look at that aura. Actually just standing is aura farming for this character. This is where the second gayest seed in the entire game happens. The first gayest seed is the bathhouse in Amphorius.
Found. What is this?
Natasha would often teach us how to make.
And why give it to me?
Oh,
You gave your medal to that kid Eric. This thing might not be as valuable, but it's at least a replacement of sorts.
uh-huh.
Someone work hard to make.
You sure are prissy, huh? Just take it.
I love how these two interact. You know, I'd completely forgot about this.
You're an undergrounder? Wait a minute. You're saying that
Interesting of Cocolia to adopt her, actually. But I guess history repeats itself.
Why? Why didn't I remember this until now?
Don't worry, I didn't remember either. Oh, and we just met Ilya.
Danger detected.
It's time. Is Berserker here? Oh, okay. I'm sure we'll find him eventually. Man, there was a simpler time where she was the only character on limited banner and everyone wanted her, and then when you got her, the entire video game changed. I'm just living for this nostalgia right now. All right, and there we go. We officially have a healer, which means I can officially remove March 7th from the team. Kind of a bummer because I actually like March and I don't really want to remove her, but I also feel like it's inevitable. Since we are going to be using Secret Vow, let's just ascend this real quick. Perfect, that's another challenge completed. And then we need to do Simulated Universe World 1, and that'll give us more challenges.
It's good to have everyone back together.
Dude, I love this guy's voice. It's got so much like, I don't know, I feel like I'm vibrating. All right, we just hit level 17. We are gonna be level gated here soon. And when we are, we can go spend some stamina. But also there's a lot of side quests that we can do to try and speed through everything and get to Cocolia. Because once we unlock the Preservation MC, that's where most of this game unlocks for us. And we can kind of go whatever route we want to. Has anyone played this character since 1.0? There's a lot of 4 stars I've seen people running on teams, but I genuinely don't think I've seen Hook appear since 1.0. Maybe 1.2 was like the last official time. Hook Nova Flare buffs when. All right, we've made it to the Svarog portion of this quest.
Open sesame!
Was a nice try.
Is that a secret code or something?
It's an imaginary password that children like to use. And
All the facial expressions in here just remind me about how shocked everyone was with the new facial expressions and animations and characters when Star Rail released. Like we had multiple years of Genshin where their faces like only had 1 or 2 expressions, and then their stances were like 1 or 2 stances. And then March is over here with the attitude on cooldown. Literally every second she can pop her ult. Oh yeah, now we go to the workshop. Oh, it's just one of these guys. Dude, where's Svarog? That guy should be pulling up and running this guy's pockets. Maybe we can skip his turn here. Nope. Oh, okay, I do need to shield Daniel. Otherwise he's actually cooked. Oh, he's fine now. We'll do this just for damage. Stay, you guys. Oh, she's fine. She survived the dot.
Are you okay, Clara? Are you hurt?
To this day, I still don't know why this child is barefoot. We'll come back down here for more chests and stuff later, but for now we don't have to worry about it. All right, so here's the Svarog boss fight. I'm fairly certain we can beat it with this team, but I'm 100% sure we could beat it with the other one. I just would prefer not to whip it out, you know? I'm enjoying playing some of the older characters. It makes me happy. Oof. Oh, the music is so sick here too.
Watch this awesome move.
Let's see if we can freeze him. No, we cannot. All right, so I really want to shield Asta and Daniel. Hopefully he'll just attack Asta with the shield. Oh yeah, he's gonna attack everyone. Very fun. That's fine, we passed. We passed the test.
How can you put up your best fight without a doctor on the battlefield? All of you, stay focused. I'm right behind you.
All right, I guess we're just going again. Dude, Asta breaks so much. At the beginning of the game, it's such a big deal. We can just break him right here. Oh. Yeah, this part. Kind of forgot about this one. All right, luckily we still have Daniel. We just need to bust that open.
no interest in conflict.
All right, so the hand's broken. We're gonna just hit him and see if we can break him. The hand is gonna take some of the fire off Asta's skill though. Yeah, we're just not hitting that freeze. Oh, bit of a problem here, I think. Oh, maybe it's fine. Maybe it's fine. We should not die to the hand. Oh, wait, hold on. We got this for sure. For sure. We, in fact, do not have it. Oh my gosh, we might have it. 1%. Come on, Palms. Come on, March, 1%. No! That's all right, sorry, we got it. Dude. Playing without Natasha is griefing.
Please don't hurt Mr. Svarog.
Ilya protecting Berserker. That's crazy. Oh yeah, and I forgot they give you another one of these, the breakfast light codes. Not that we're really gonna be using it, but now we can level up our world. We're kind of struggling with this team, but maybe if I level it up and then I use the other team, it'll be better. So let's get to rank 20 so we can do this equilibrium thing, and it should be fun.
See that? That used to be the worst street in Rivet Town. And it's also where I grew up. My friends and I used to wander.
Sila's like, yeah, I'm from the hood.
Life in the underworld is difficult. I shouldn't be speaking about it so lightly.
You're always so serious. It really gets on people's nerves sometimes, you know?
Right. What I meant was... I kind of envy you, Zila. Every day, all I hear is, remember who you are, Bronya. This is against the Architect's admonishments, Bronya. Ladies shouldn't use such foul language, Bronya.
I'd pay to hear her start cursing.
In the name of the Architects, I shall stick this spear into your nostril.
That's it? Oh, that's nothing. Looks like I'll have to teach you some Underworld slang before you go back.
No. No.
Damn, she's really gonna learn all this, all of the slurs. You guys ever think about like how difficult it must be for these characters to get dressed every morning? Like this seems insanely intricate. Both of their outfits. Zila's especially though, like look how many ornaments there are.
Thank you, Zila. Your trust is very important to me.
This is it. The second gayest scene in the entire game.
Speaking of which, what are you going to do next?
Look at her, she's blushing. I don't know what it is. I just, you know, I think what makes me care about the Belobog story so much is that like all of the story is based around these characters and not NPCs. And it feels like so many of the other stories that happen later are all focused on just these random NPC dialogues and sometimes the characters. Not to mention things are just better paced here, I think. But I haven't played Plan Arcadia yet. I really, really hope it's much more like this story or the beginning of Penacony even. All right, so it looks like we are stuck until we reach Equilibrium 1, which is going to be Trailblaze level 20. We're at Trailblaze 17. We can get quite a bit of XP from doing our dailies, but we do have some challenges that we can do as well, like completing Simulated Universe World 1. So I think that's gonna be the next thing we do, is try to get this, unlock the next tier, which we should have a couple of these challenges unlocked already, which will give me just a little bit of a boost of XP. And not to mention Simulated Universe rewards will give us a lot of pulls too. So let's bank on that for now. Oh man, the old Simulated Universe menus. This is crazy. We got the Herda shop light cones we gotta get too. Hold on, let's check out the Herda store. They do have everything in here. The Hunt light cones are gonna be pretty dang good up until we get archers. And if we ever run them with a sub DPS, this will probably be good. When we get Remembrance MC, this thing is gonna be awesome. This is gonna be amazing. So we definitely want this one. On the Fall of an Aeon will be good filler until we get the other light cone. And then of course, we actually have the 4-star event light cones that we can get from here too, which is just so crazy. This could even be good on Pela. We could use this instead of Resolution Shines. So yeah, this is going to be completely integral to our ability to clear endgame content. This shop is amazing. All right, just to be safe and try to nail this down as quickly as we can, let's go ahead and run this setup. Oh man, learning how this works, again, very fun. Energy regen rate increases, follow-up attack crit rate increases. Weakness break gives a shield. Oh, there it goes. Alright, so that's the whole world. Yeah, it was really, really simple. World 1 was super quick. The later worlds I remember taking a lot longer. Alright, and then we need 8 to get one of these. We'll get some for doing the weekly challenges. We're also going to get a free pull from doing this, which is cool. Some healing gear. Complete Memory Stage 1 of Forgotten Hall. I don't know about that one. Actually, we could probably clear the first one. We probably do a lot of these right now. Yeah, let's go open up the world shop here. Okay, so we can get Eidolons here. I'm gonna buy one thing just so that way I can get the challenge done, get that extra XP. Go ahead and activate or level up character traces. I think if we ascend Dunhung,
These newborn scales grow ever harder.
do that, we go to traces, and now we can finally level up his abilities. I feel like his skill and ultimate are kind of a big deal, so we'll do this. For the other characters, I think we can, well, we definitely want to get Sparkle's skill for the crit damage. Once we hit level 20, we can actually go get the higher tier farm going and get more of these per run. So I think that's kind of the main plan. Fortunately, I don't think we have anything to level that up, but we can use our E2 on Trailblazer now too, which is gonna give us a little bit of HP back. Nothing super insane. We do get a free pull from ascending. Sparkle does not have a light cone. We will fix that in a little bit. We did get our 12 traces, very nice. 40 treasures. This one should be really easy to do. We just have to go look for them basically. So I'm just gonna go to the mine. We're just gonna go look for some treasures. We're at level 19 already. We're actually so close to 20. Oh. You know, I didn't think it hit me, but maybe it's deserved. I bet I could just one-shot these though. Surely. Oh, we'll run these guys over here. Is it chasing me? And the sparkle kick, of course. We have to do it. Adding insult to injury every time. Okay, there's one chest. We need to find 2 more after this. We know there's at least 1 chest here, but I think there's 2. Go here. Yeah, there's 1 back there too. This is definitely part of some side quest, maybe like a hook thing or something. Either way, 40 treasures completed. Let's go to Forgotten Hall. Oh, wait, it's a warp trotter. So easily distracted. The follow-ups will go hard.
This is our chance.
Yeah, they went hard. All right, Sparkle, do it to him. All right, let's go back to the Express. Once we get to the Astral Express, we can actually start working on the Forgotten Hall quest, because there should be one over... Oh. Well, I guess I'm not ready yet, but I can at least get my Trailblaze level rewards, which should be a lot of stuff, including normal passes. So if nothing else, we can at least do another 10 pull in the standard banner. Oh, we're starting to get fuel too, which is nice. The fuel is gonna be massively helpful. We'll make sure to expend that all when we do get ourselves Archer. Oh man, and another Eidolon already, and then we get Quid Pro Quo at the next level. It's actually a really big deal.
Choice isn't as elusive as it may appear.
So we're about 1250 away from leveling up to 20, which we can alleviate with some quests. So that's a pretty big deal. We will probably go through and spam out some of the easy quests. But before we do that, I think we at least have a normal 10 pull. Oh, we absolutely do. All right, let's see what we can get. So I have actually chosen who I want to be able to lose 50-50s to on the other one. But it looks like on this banner, it's just kind of focused on these characters primarily, but there's some 4 stars on it that we want to. So let's just go ahead and do it. Let's send it. What are we gonna get? Also, resolution shines as pearls of sweat would be insane. So if I could get one of those, that would be crazy. All right, 9 and... Oh, Pela copy. Okay, actually, Pela's copies are pretty dang important. So I think that's fine. I'm okay with that. We're still missing like a massive portion of the roster because we keep getting copies, but I will say Pela copies, definitely good. This one's extra energy, but mostly what we want is being able to dispel buffs. And then at E4, we get the ice res reduction. And that's kind of like one of the bigger ones. I don't think we're gonna need ice res reduction for any of the fake characters that are out currently. And honestly, there might not be any in the future that have it, but it is just a good thing to have overall. Now, one thing that I didn't notice was there's actually this strategic training tab, and this will give you a bunch of XP for clearing each one of these. I don't know if it's 150 per node or if it's for doing all of them. I'm assuming it's for doing all of them, but this is a quick and easy way to get a little bit of bonus XP. So we're gonna do that in a moment too. Right after we do our next 10 pull for Archer. All right, what 4-star are we gonna get? Ooh, Yukong. We're never gonna use her actually. There's a lot of characters we're not gonna use. I could see some niche uses for her. It's mostly just that like she's a free character. We're gonna get her anyways. And ideally for Archer's best in slot team, we do have other things in mind already. She might be a decent fill-in though with the sparkle buffs. So we'll try her out. Yeah, on second thought, not the worst pull we could have gotten actually. I think there are definitely worse characters.
Interesting.
Make it quick.
Okay, there we go. So that's one challenge complete, and it looks like, oh, it's 150 for each. Okay, so doing this page is 450 XP. Doing this page is going to be 750. Wow, this is a lot of experience, actually. So we're just gonna go blast through these for some free XP. We still have 4 of these left, so we could still get another 600 XP, but that should put us at level 20. So there we go. All right, now we've made it. We can get a quid pro quo, which is gonna be real nice. Go talk to Banui here. How's my Trailblaze level? Claim that. Quid pro quo, Star Rail Pass, all of that stuff. The quid pro quo is gonna be nice, especially because we don't have Forgotten Hall stuff done yet. Let's also get this Trial of Equilibrium done. I don't think this is gonna be difficult just because we do have Daniel. It might take a minute, but it's not gonna be anything insane. I don't think I have her trace actually, so I don't think we're even getting those. Now we've got the follow-up attacks locked too. Let's check this out. It's not like an insane amount, but it's kind of matching what some of my other characters are doing, so. No, we're all frozen, which is awkward, but then it just like dispels everything instantly. So this guy really is just so overpowered for the entire game. He kind of makes everything like way too easy. I don't know, I almost feel like we should get him later. Like, this is kind of insane. That or like make March feel better to play at least. I guess they did with the hunt version later, which we will probably end up getting just because she's strong, but we'll see how much we use her. We poke him, and he's once again. Oh, it didn't kill him. Well, that's one of them done. It did take a little bit longer, but I think it just has to do with weakness stuff. It should be fine. There's no physical weakness here, but it wasn't a problem for us before, so. Yeah, we're actually cooking this guy. Like, he does nothing. And then we could just skill again, and there's... Like, what is he gonna do, fight back? We don't even feel it. I'm just, you know, I'm surprised that they gave us something like this busted this early on. You know, like, I'm not complaining. I think, again, I'm just surprised. You know, for something that's supposed to be an equilibrium, doesn't feel very equal right now. Yes, sir. Equilibrium. Equilibrium. Yeah, and the cool thing is, now we're level 20, so we can continue with the main quest. All right, guys, here we are on day 3. Now, I actually went ahead and did some farming over the past couple days. I have been treating this account super casually just to make it, like, again, more relatable, I guess, because by the end of this, even despite us having maybe average or below average luck, we are still going to be able to clear everything. Mark my words. But with that said, let's get into it. So, we are high enough level to go do the main story quest, so we're going to continue that, and let's get up to where Cocolia is at. Now, the Cocolia boss fight is a pretty big benchmark because I believe it's after that fight that we're able to go to any story patch, or maybe it's just Penacony or the new Van Arcadia area, so we'll have to find out because I haven't actually done this before. This is just what I've heard. But anyways, let's get on to it.
Mother, I have returned.
Yo, that's my #1 supporter, Bronya. We love a queen who stands up for herself and her friends. Man, it's a shame that we got no playable version of Cocolia in either Honkai game. All right, so we're no longer fugitives, and Zilla is here.
No.
No.
Next question.
Feels so odd to be playing a game again where I can't jump. I want to jump over all this stuff. You know, I have a theory for why people liked Belobog so much, and it's kind of the same reason people like the Mondstadt and Liyue like first Genshin quests. And I think it really just comes down to when they made the intro sequence to the game, they planned on doing an entire story in one go. Like they actually, I guess this doesn't apply to Liyue and Genshin, but when they planned on releasing the very first story for Star Rail and for Genshin Impact, they sort of ensured that you would get a start and finish in the very first patch. Like they wanted you to be able to go fight the big bad and complete the entire like main story that they had prepared for 1.0 up until that point. Like it feels like there's a beginning, middle, and end of this entire thing. So I think when people look back at this, they see a product that was basically created with a beginning, middle, and end in mind, that they didn't have to stall over 7 patches and they just got to make it. They just got to write the whole Belobog arc. And because they were able to put all of that together at once without having to stall or having to delay things to try and meet a quota or or help player retention. It just ended up being like solid all around. I don't think this is the best story told in Honkai Star Rail, but I definitely think this is like the best feeling one for me. Obviously there's a lot of nostalgia because this was the very first thing I played in Star Rail, but I will say that the pacing of it just feels so much more comfortable. And for a gacha game intro, it's pretty good. I think we gotta go fight Japard now. Or no, we gotta fight the Frostwing guards and then we'll fight Japard later. We need to get the key card.
Hey, done. It's been a while.
Serval, it's been a long time.
Bro was so down bad. Something smells weird.
Zachary, how many days has it been since you showered?
Nice recovery.
I showered right before.
What did you say?
I haven't showered in 2 days, sir.
Unacceptable, especially in front of visitors. Apologies for the embarrassment.
Okay,
It's
man.
not a
Well, we did world level up, so I feel like this will be a little bit more challenging, but once we get shields up, it's probably nothing. Like, we just go here, we shield, we do this, we do this. Everything just blows up here. Woo! I should probably put some relics on these characters that might help. I don't think we have to really be worried about... Oh, never mind. They did a lot of damage. Okay, we do have to be worried about that, in fact. Although, I guess it's only the one, so it's not too bad. I know in, like, Simulated Universe, they'll just keep going over and over. So we can hit him with the Entangled. That's just gonna hurt. It's gonna blow up in a second. Oh, we can hit him, like, an extra time, even. Blow up for 10 billion damage. Yeah, there it is. Man, this guy's gotta feel so betrayed. Well, yeah, don't worry. We got the Galactic Baseballer on our team. I think we can just run past him. Woo! Okay, I stopped running. That was my bad. Hey, you really can just run past everything. Except for right here, we're discovered. Hold up. I wonder if we can... Okay, they've... Okay, hold on. Calm down. Oh my god. Wait, he's not gonna leave me alone. Help me! Okay, did I get it? Oh, shit. You know, I would love to see Nova Flare buffs to the Trailblazer too, which is like kind of odd to think about. Like conceptually, like why would they buff the regular, like the main character? But I think that it would still be cool if we could play Trailblazer with a bat in MOC with the right paid supports, of course.
Yep.
Holy, that's my goat Stell.
There's no other way.
You know, I had never considered that the lights could be like his eyes. Or wait, it could be the lights that are out that could be his eyes too. Does he not have eyes? I don't know. Like I've never paid this much attention to him before. Woo, 639. I really should level up my relics. I keep saying that I should, and then I just forget to after every single fight. Well, ow. Oh, you know, I've had Caster's Global Passive for so long, I wasn't used to Pela not instantly getting revived. Smack with the bat. Boom! Yeah, I remember this entire segment. We're really close to Cocolia, actually. All right, so I'm gonna get healed real quick right here. And then let's adjust some things to make it so we're not dying as frequently. I know we've looted quite a bit, so we should be able to reliably kind of level up our stuff and gear up. So as of right now, everyone has light cones on. Wait, Sparkle doesn't have a light cone on. We can finish that. We need more 3-star light cone copies. That's kind of one of the reasons I haven't leveled anything up, but I just leveled Sparkle instead of Cogs. This is fine. Everything's fine. But okay, so we are gonna end up using MC at some point, so we might as well level them up. I don't think leveling them up is a bad idea. Eventually when we get Remembrance MC, like we're still gonna want like true damage probably. We're on green relics. Like I'm not too pressed about it. In fact, we just want the attack bonus and the basic attack bonus at this point. We could also get the break bonus. That would be another thing we could do, like we could double up on. But for now, I'm not gonna worry about it. I am gonna upgrade to the blue gloves. We'll go up to level 6 and then blue gloves. It'll give us a little bit more HP, but mostly we'll get the flat attack, which I think is going to be the most beneficial. The flat attack at the beginning of the game is just really helpful. For Sparkle, we don't need anything other than survivability. And then for Daniel the Hung, we want to make sure that he also has access to the attack bonuses here. These will all get fed into higher tier gear eventually. For now, we can just level these up so they get a little bit more bonuses. This will help like with his shield and stuff. And then in his case, actually, we can ascend him to bring him up to level 40 to make sure that these shields are way stronger stronger. And the light cone also massively helps with that. I don't know how long we're going to use Lando's Choice, but I do think it's a pretty solid option, especially if we are trying to feed energy. So for now, I'll level it up. It's not like we have a ton of resources that we have to save up or anything because we're so early in the game. So whatever we spend on right now is probably not going to make a huge difference. And then I just need to make sure that Pela doesn't die, which I think we could do by ascending her to just give her more stats. That'll probably be one helpful way to do it. The other way is to level up her light cone, but I don't really want to invest into this light cone right now. I really want to get the Silver Wolf light cone from this shop here because once we get that, it's going to be a massive help for our energy generation and stuff. And Pela's going to be inflicting defense down fairly frequently. Alternatively, if we don't want to run ER rope and that one, we just need to get a copy of Resolution Shines as Pearls of Sweat, which maybe we could get right now when we do a 10 pull on this banner. Who knows? Run it back. Any 4-star light cone that we don't have right now is going to be helpful. But also copies of 3 stars if we get another cogs. Multiplication's also good. Or Resolution Shines as Pearls of Sweat. Oh, swordplay. Swordplay, I think that swordplay is pretty good for Archer, but I don't know if it's better than Cruising the Stellar Sea. I need to check that. I need to actually check that. That's something we're gonna have to look at later. S tier drama. Honkai Star Rail drama tier list. This one's like, it's up there. I think we should be more than prepared for this at this point. Okay. Holy cow, we broke him super fast. I'm actually wicked impressed at how fast we broke him. And that means his toughness reduction is normal at this point. So we can just do this. Not toughness reduction, sorry. When his toughness is full, he has like a, what is it, 10%? It's some multiplier. I don't remember exactly what it is at this point. It's been so long. Basically, when they're broken, they take slightly more damage. That's the cool thing. Damn, I really am Unk. I don't remember most of the mechanics of these games.
The difference is we're making a stand for freedom. Well, they're just carrying out orders.
Hell yeah, Zilla, that's what it's all about. Yee yee. Oh, say, can you see? Yeah, we're gonna go Cocolia. Cocolia, if you will. Part of me wants to bring Serval for this just so we can break her, but I feel like we're not going to take any damage with Daniel. Dude, I remember doing this with Zilla was actually so sick. You just get infinite attacks. Oh heavens, look at the time. My turn. All right, so there's another segment we have to go through before we can get to Cocolia, but it's really short. It's just a puzzle.
Something's happening on Eurilo 6. Shouldn't we go down there, Himiko?
Have faith in them. Besides, this is her first trailblazing expedition. How will she be able to look back fondly without a few?
Bro, we almost died down there. I really wish we got to see Welt like actually do something. Even when Welt was about to do something in Penacony, he just like gets stopped midway by Acheron aura farming. But yeah, it's this segment. So we're gonna end up going down there, and then, we gotta chase the Cocolia Bronya memories. Holy, oh my god, dude. Cocolia is so... We were robbed. It's crazy how concerned they are about such small monsters at this point in time. Because like you get to Amphorius and it's like, holy, the stakes are so high. March isn't nearly as afraid. Maybe it's just because she trained with the sword and became a better hunt than Don Hung. All right, I know my clockwise and counterclockwise because I raid in Final Fantasy 14. So we want to go this way to get across, which means we need to go clockwise. Editor, can you cut that out? What is this, Mr. Yang? I think it's just so funny how Trailblazer's just like, yeah, what is this, by the way? Yeah, Mr. Yang, what is this? All right, we can be relic farmers now. Oh my god, you can get all of them immediately. It's such a good quality of life change. The fact that you can get anything right now is so good. And that should be the 3rd lock done. This just reminds me of the premise of JJK. We're just gonna eat all of the Stellarods, and then we'll create the Trailblaze. Each Stellaron is one of the Trailblaze's fingers. Right, there's also this portion of the maze too. I forgot how long this sequence was actually. A lot longer than I remember. Yeah, because we gotta go through all of them and then take a left up there. Unfortunately, it looks like we are gonna have to fight these. I think we can actually juke this guy. So we do this. This? Oh man.
Not good. The Stellaron.
Well, yeah, I forgot we had to fight this Cocolia too. Oh, I have nothing that can break her. That's funny. This is gonna be a huge pain in the ass in the later fight. Maybe this is a moment where instead of bringing Pela, I actually just put Serval in the team. Trailblazer will be useful and required in the last sequence, so Man, if only we had pulled Archer in our first 40 pulls. We are gonna have to eat the full brunt of this. But I wonder if I pull him up.
Judgment of eternal winter.
Yeah, we're still gonna eat this. Oh, that was like nothing. Our shield is chilling. Dude, this game is so much easier. It is so much. I'm using a literal, like, terrible team for Cocolia, and I don't have to fear anything because I got Dunhung. Like, Dunhung is just so crazy. I should have waited for Sparkle buffs. Oh, well, we're not gonna crit. Yeah, I have a feeling the Wildfire battle is not gonna be that crazy. Man, Sparkle did it again. The amount of KOs we've gotten with Sparkle's foot is insane. Dang, level 24 already. I forget if they put another level requirement on this. So I remember, okay, so we are gonna need electric if we want this to be easier for Cocolia. I'm just gonna take Pela off the team for now. I don't think she's really adding that much anyways, other than like Ice Break. So not too worried about it. We just wanna make sure that Serval's out here able to break enemies. That's kind of the main thing. I think there's a, what's it called? What are the little piggies?
To the Stellaron and the heart.
What the little piggies should be here?
It's like an insect trapped in amber.
I bet the antimatter lead.
I wonder if we'll ever come back to Relo 6 and like part of the planet will just be defrosted. Literally 0 enemies the whole way here. There's gonna be something up top, but.
World without poverty, without cold, without suffering. 700 years
Man,
ago.
poor Cocolia and poor Bronya. We all hate Cocolia, but I mean, she was just brainwashed straight up. Cocolia didn't deserve that. She should be playable.
You must break the old to build the new. The Supreme Guardian commands you.
Oh, dude, every time I see her. Dude, this was so sick when we saw her for the first time.
Watch out, all of you!
Nah, this thing is literally, it's so sick. I always thought it was really cool how they put you in like 1x speed for all the boss fights. Just like that straight up like aura farming and like, oh, this is gonna be challenging. You need to be 1x. But doing this in 1x feels like I'm playing at 0.25x speed. It actually just feels horrendously slow. I'm wondering if they'll ever add a 3x. I don't particularly feel like the game needs the 3x, but I wonder if that's something they would ever consider adding. Probably not. I feel like the game would look too odd. Plus they'd have to do like voice lines for it, or they just have to mute every character. That's my aura farming raccoon. Look at her.
Engine, break them.
Oh.
Himiko, you finally spared a thought for us.
Yeah, the one useful thing Himiko's done this entire time. It was pretty clutch though. That was pretty hype when it happened the first time. It's just such a trip down memory lane, man. God, this cutscene is so cool.
I'll cover you.
Grab hold of me.
God, that is so sick. Oh, and again, another assist from another hunt character. These guys are just the best sidekicks of all time.
Behold the power granted by them.
Oof.
So too will it wipe you from the face of this world.
Chills. Me when I have to 1v1 Cocolia powered up by an Aeon or by a Stellaron. Oh, guys, it's not looking so good. First time I went through this, I was like, do I actually have to beat her like this? Damn, and just like that, our journey comes to an end.
Is this the universe?
The universe, it's singing to me. It still is so sick. I can't lie. This is so dope.
The fragmentum corrosion has already spread to the underworld. How will those below ground fend for themselves if we withdraw every guard?
Well, oh, and then I was so confused the first time I saw this character. Let me carry the preservation. I will save the world.
You are but a stranger to us. And yet you seek to bond your destiny to ours, so be it. Touch.
Oh, I love this song. God, it's so sick. God, it goes so hard.
Nothing of the wait for its final end, even if we are doomed to destruction.
Oh my God, dude. Actually getting chills just from the orchestral, like the motion that's happening. We haven't even gotten to the good part yet. Oh, and the engine of creation bit. Yup. Boom. 775. Dude, we're in the first phase. We're gonna move Trailblazer up.
Lance at the ready.
All right, here we go. I wonder if we can break, actually. We might be able to prevent the song from coming in at all. No, because Sparkle's not coming up soon enough. Oh, man, that could have been so funny.
You are but cinders of the old world, soon to become ashes.
Woo! Genuinely, what a sick song. Genuinely, I think only one moment in HSR has topped this for me, and it was version 3.3. Not even 3.4. 3.4 was really good story-wise, but I feel like 3.3 was insane. And I feel like in the Belobog arc, I was so much more invested too. Like that, I feel like this moment still trumps it for me. I just think that like probably 3.3 is objectively more hype. Yeah, just because of like the weight of everything and the music and just so sick in 3.3. I don't know, guys. Both of them are dope, but like, it's hard to beat it. It really is. If I was a new player, I would still, to this day, be shitting myself if this happened in game. Like, oh my gosh. There it is. That was so much easier, by the way, with the new characters.
Mr. World, promised us the future. It will include everything.
Every game, dog. Poor Bronya. This was such an incredible 1.0 launch. I just think it was so good. Like in retrospect, if I was a new player, I would be losing my mind the entire time to stuff like this. This is like, even today in 2026, this game holds up so well in the introduction. All right, and there we go, Preservation Trailblazer. Now, this was a big deal because there was only March, basically, back when the game launched. If you guys don't know, just because they, wait, I can just unlock these right now. Oh shit, I didn't even realize that. But yeah, no, this was so strong back then because we only had March and then like Jopard basically until we got more preservation characters. So this was our first like free-to-play AoE shielder, and now we get like Aventurine for free if you logged in this patch, or you get the Dan Heng for free. Either one, you could choose if you wanted Aventurine. I wouldn't get them because you had Dan Heng, but wait, can I actually just unlock this right now? No shot, really? What? Wait, that's so crazy. I didn't realize we could just unlock it whenever. Wait, that's insane. That's such a good change too. I do remember when we were in Penacony, you could just instantly unlock Imaginary Trailblazer. But I remember for Amphorius, you still had to get to a certain point in the story. It's kind of nice that they let you just choose it. Oh, look at these two. Look at these two gays. Happy for them. All right, there is a relic area. I don't know if I have to go physically unlock these anymore since they all have early access, but I'm assuming if I unlock it, there's some benefits. Oh yeah, they have this. Okay, yeah, so you still do get like the benefits like from unlocking, which I think is just like XP, right? Because you're like discovering a node. Either way, we're almost level 25, which is sick. All right, reporting into Natasha. This is, I think this is the end of the quest. Yeah, we have to like go talk to a bunch of people and then we're like, yeah, everything's good, guys. Okay, we did it. We should be back soon. See, I'm wondering if we ever gonna get a time skip and go back to Relo 6 though. I think that could be really cool. There's a thing that Final Fantasy 14 did where you had a raid series that was basically like a portion of the world was basically just like completely destroyed. It was just like sand. And then you like bring life back to that area. And the more the raid series you complete, the more of the life comes back to the area over time. And it's like implied that there's like a pretty big time skip, but it's really cool. I think it'd be dope if we had like some kind of Relo 6 restoration event or something. We should put space heaters everywhere on the planet. All right, Echo of War available. So I believe we now have access to the weekly bosses, which is dope. We already did have access to it because of the early access thing, but we now have like our first official access. In year one, we would have had to wait up until then. So you would have wanted to make sure you got through Cocolia in the first week of playing to not miss any weekly boss materials if you were being like super sweaty about it. Nowadays, you can just do whatever weekly boss like whenever you want, which is kind of cool. Like you can just go down here and you're like, all right, I want to kill this thing. And then it's like a massive story spoiler, but we just don't care. We just don't care because we want to level up the characters. It just if you have to spoil yourself on the story, just turn off the music, pick up a friend's support, and auto battle. That is the way. I love how much of a boomer Bronya is too when she like actually starts texting you. Her stickers are insane. Oh no, dude. Okay, dude. All right. And all the Underworlders come up and they get to see the sky. This is such a cute art too. I love this. Oh yeah, and there's this, which if you talk to it, is relatively concerning. If you press your ears against it and have a listen, you can hear a sound that goes like this. Tick tock, tick tock. Tick tock, tick tock. Wait, having this thing here is probably problematic. This suspicious suitcase making ticking sounds in a transportation station this busy. You know what that means, right? I'm sure you know. I don't know. What I'm trying to say is that it could be a bomb in a suitcase or a precious gold watch, but the possibility for the latter is rather slim, I think. Either way, we've got to open the suitcase to know what's inside, but it sounds a little dishonest. Or you could just turn a blind eye to all this, turn around and leave this place, pretending everything you just witnessed has never even happened in the first place. But of course, you will still have to pray that this potential bomb is not going to risk public safety. Yeah, I have to open the suitcase. No problem. So were you ever blessed with praise of high morals? Of course I have. No, I haven't. I can't open the suitcase. Dude, what are you doing out here barefoot, Ilya? This is insane. Literal bare feet outside. There is snow on the ground. You know, the beginning of the game, they also talk more like regular people. Like she's speaking at like a reasonable pace.
The blizzard beyond the walls will die away, and the offensives of our Silvermane guards will begin to contain the Fragmentum's advance.
Although I will say a regular person might take a little bit more time with this, but still, it feels like the speed at which she's speaking is appropriate. I hope we pull Bronya. If not, we'll get her in our selector eventually, but planar ornaments are now available. We've unlocked the 2 extra relic slots here, and they even gave us Space Ceiling Station with wind damage bonus. Just what I needed, wind damage bonus. I love this quest objective too. Return to the hotel and rest with no surprises this time. Surely no surprises. And there is still the wardrobe. Without a doubt, what's in front of you is a closet. I love these, dude. All of these like small dialogues. I guess they're kind of big dialogues to be honest, but they're just like random ass events. It makes the game feel so playful, you know? And would you look at that? We can now go save the subway.
It was a close thing, all right.
Oh my god, it's Sam Bokoski. You know, he's talking to like a random TV on a wall. I'm not even sure it has power. I wonder who he's talking to here. I don't remember if we ever got that confirmed. Maybe we did. But knowing how like Sparksy just inhabits TVs, maybe that was a conversation that was happening. Or maybe we'll figure out who that is later, or maybe they've already told us and I just don't remember. Hard to say.
Bokoski will catch them for the next one. Time to make my curtain call.
Dude, why is he looking at me like that?
To you, my dear audience, I
Holy
dedicate
fourth
my
wall break.
performance. I wonder, did I bring a little more joy into your life?
You have only brought me pain and suffering.
But if the answer is no, then you'll break my heart.
Okay, man. Okay, dude.
Assets, parameters. You sure love your fancy words.
Bro.
Forget it. Leave it to me.
Fancy
I'll go down
words,
myself.
assets.
Come on, Seela. I won't leave you to—
Look, Bronya! There'll be plenty of difficulties waiting for them, right?
Yes. Their future is filled with even more uncertainty than ours. But we will prevail here, even if it means arguments like this go on forever.
Man, I just...
They won't go on forever.
The nostalgia hits crazy here, especially having played Honkai Impact 3rd, being able to draw parallels between some of the characters. It's even cool, like Natasha is basically just Raven. Not like in personality, but you know, the design and stuff.
I remember a distant world where the people were faced with unimaginable danger every single day.
Oh my gosh. And I believe this is it for the very first, well, it's not even the very first version because we still have the Cianjo, but very first sequence of events. All right. It is done. Bronya can now visit the Express. Oh, we don't even have her on the team. I thought, for some reason, I thought this was like specifically a character you own thing, but I guess some of them are not, or maybe I'm just misremembering how that works. But either way, we just hit level 25, which is so sick. We have a bunch of achievements to grab here just for the extra stellar jades. And since we hit level 25, we are gonna get another 10 pull and a ton of stellar jades too, which means, and this is really exciting, we can do another 10 pull in Archer's Banner. Also, one of my friends on this account has used my level 40 Stell. And because of that, I have gotten an extra 2,000 credits. So thank you for that. Grab all this Trailblaze fuel, all these resources. We're gonna get some Stellar Jades as well. And we're getting an extra pull. There we go. Thank you, Pom Pom, for all of the extra resources that we're not going to spend right now. All right, let's do the standard 10 pull first. I think we're not too far in this one. I think we've only done like 20. So here's 10. I don't expect to get anything here. But maybe we can get some 4 stars, like Light Cone specifically. That could be good. Or like, 4-star supports, maybe Tingyun could be really nice. There's actually kind of a lot of 4-star supports that like could be okay, but most of the supports we're gonna want are gonna be 5 stars. So that's just something that'll have to come with time, unfortunately. But we can at least get started on all this, and hopefully we can get Resolution Shines as Pearls of Sweat, or we can get the Gambling Goblin, the Green Goblin of Honkai Star Rail. All right, and let's see it. 50 pulls into Archer. Come on. You know what's gonna be rough about this is if we lose the 50-50 on this account. The smart thing to do would have been to re-roll, but I just didn't want to make that many emails. So hopefully it doesn't take us 150 pulls to get Archer. Okay, Asta Eidolon. Ooh, Dance, Dance, Dance. That's actually really good. That's huge progress. Yeah, we take those. That's awesome. Shared Feeling, also insane. Yeah, we got 2 crazy good light cones in that one. That was a goated 10 pull. Where's Pom Pom? Yeah, we actually can get Forgotten Hall by talking with Pom Pom here, I think. Oh, here, yeah, we got a text from Pom Pom. We got to chat with this guy. Old friends and new learnings. Oh, we have a lot of Pom Pom. Anyone there? Anyone there? Hello? Okay, dude. Hello? Anyone there? Fleeting Lights. Now, this is what we need to get access to the Forgotten Hall, which is going to be huge for us because that's going to give us a ton of Stellar Jades on the first clear through and some characters as well. And this is it, the Forgotten Hall. Now, going through all of these will give us, holy cow, 3,000 Stellar Jades. We're getting 45 stars on this. To be fair, we're not gonna be able to get 45 stars right away, but that's almost 20 pulls for this. So this will get us at least to a soft pity, which will be huge for Archer. So this is the plan. In the next video, we're gonna be going into Forgotten Hall. We're gonna be clearing out as much as we can of it, probably not too much, but a reasonable amount to get some more Stellar Jades. And we're gonna try to get Archer a little bit sooner, see if we can get him before all the Cianjo stuff, just to make our lives a little bit easier. But if we cannot, it's not the end of the world because we will end up getting him before we finish the main story anyways, just because of how many pulls they give out at the beginning of the game. Either way, I don't know if you guys have noticed, the entire beginner experience is different. The main story quest is the same, and I think that's actually fine because the main story quest in this game is really great. I really like it. I think it's a super great quest sequence, and it's really engaging the whole time through. So I'm a really big fan of that. I don't think they need to change it. I don't know why I had a little red icon on tutorials, but I feel like it was really good. And when you couple that with all the quality of life changes they've made, the fact that we can go here now and farm literally anything from any region, we can farm any Cavern of Corrosion, any Echo of War. We have so much freedom by comparison to what we used to have. Now you can farm a character's best in slot without even being at that part in the game, so long as you're a high enough level to actually start farming these relics. And I think that's pretty dang cool. Not to mention, there's a lot of side quests and things that we can do for extra XP and for extra Stellar Jades. I'm not worried about the currency we have. The fact that we're probably gonna go to soft pity before we end up pulling at least one, before we have at least one chance to pull for Archer, it's fine. It's not ideal, but I would say this is probably in line with the average player experience. Being someone that has played through many Hoyo game accounts, I often find that I only get lucky, like sometimes, but very frequently I am going to soft pity on the first character 50-50, and oftentimes I'm losing using that. So hopefully we can turn it around for this one, because it is a free-to-play account. I would love if we could get it early, but if not, then I guess it's just more relatable. So overall, I feel like playing Honkai Star Rail in 2026 as a brand new player is actually better than having started in 1.0, because not only do you get some free 5-star characters that are not actually bad, in fact, some of them are really, really good, even in like the current meta, you also have brand new access to the newer units like Sparksy and Yaoguang, which a lot of people may be more skeptical of, but you have to consider if they're going to build the game around a specific archetype and you spend all of your tickets that you got playing through the story on the archetypes in 1.0 instead of a later archetype that comes out, you're gonna be kind of screwed. Like if you get the current meta characters using all the free tickets you get from 1.0 up to where we currently are in 4.0 or 4.1 maybe by the time this video comes out, you're gonna have so many more pulls to use on these characters than if you were a 1.0 player and you kept spending your pulls on the newer meta units as they came. Unless you invested all of your pulls into early Amphorius and never pulled after that, right? Like if you just got Castrus and then like just been chilling, you never pulled Evernight, you never pulled like all of the other characters that can go into Castrus team, you might be fine. You might have enough pulls to, you know, get like a guaranteed Sparksy, a guaranteed Yaoguang, and then whoever the next Elation characters are. But I will say, for what it's worth, like new players have it real good in Honkai Star Rail right now. And next time, hopefully we'll be finding out how good if we're able to get Archer and start taking on some of the harder content. Not Memory of Chaos yet, but we'll get there. If you guys enjoyed, let me know. If you guys want to see more of this, follow my Twitch. The link is in the description. And until next time, I'll catch you guys later.